What is up, and welcome to the second episode of Am I the Asshole? I know I've been very inactive and I'm stuck at 15 subscriber right now. Hopefully that's going to change. Hopefully I'll be consistent, be able to upload weekly, and inevitably reach 1,000 subscriber within a month, and be able to launch the second theory, which is still hidden. I'm still working on it. It's still there. The month of Ramadan has passed, so Eid Mubarak to all my Muslims out there. And now that's done, let's start with the first scene.
My fiance Janie and I are in the middle of planning our August 2024 wedding.
All right.
We had a longish engagement of 2 years so that we could save.
Makes
My
sense.
mom got engaged around Christmas time of this year and set her wedding date for May 2024.
Ayo.
Her wedding is the last week in May.
What the
Ours is the first week in August, so they are just over 2 months apart. Janie was pretty shocked to hear about my mom's wedding.
Yo, so am
She
I.
asked me if I thought it was weird, and I didn't understand why I would. She explained that she couldn't envision a parent getting married that close to their child, because she would expect the focus to be all on the child. She said her parents wouldn't even consider it. I think this situation has been a bit hard on Janie, as my mom is a professional wedding planner with virtually no budget, and the family seemingly only cares about her wedding. Janie recently had an altercation with my mom because Janie mentioned she was going for a dress fitting and someone asked if my mom had seen her dress. My mom said no, and Janie made a joke that she wouldn't take my mom to any of her appointments as she might start trying on dresses. My mom asked Janie if Janie had a problem with her, and Janie just rolled her eyes. My mom's fiancé and I kept them apart the rest of the night, and when we got to the car, I told Janie that wasn't called for. She began to get upset, so I reassured her that I get why she feels this way. Then, and I might be an asshole for this, I said, while I love her so much, she can't expect my mom to feel as strongly about our wedding or to prioritize her. Janie became very quiet and didn't want to talk about it. Now I feel I may have been insensitive.
All right. Well, that's an interesting scenario. I don't think the original post is an asshole. It's rather, how do I word this? He does not understand that it's his fiance's special day, especially that month. And there's a full-on experience / process that requires, I wouldn't say required, but it's an experience that a woman get once in her lifetime. And it's being sort of snubbed by his mother, and she knows what she's doing. She understands she's been married as well, so why would she plan her marriage on the same month as her son? And that's hella weird. And I think in terms of who being an asshole, I'd actually say it's the original post mother. The fact that the son isn't willing to take the side of his future wife, rather takes a more neutral stance, says a lot. And I would sort of, me personally, I wouldn't take it. If it happened to be my mom, I would tell her, yo, that doesn't fly with me. It's either you do it on a different day. You have to realize 2 years has been spent on the planning of this wedding. And all of a sudden, within past, let's say 6 months, your mom or my mom, whoever's mom this is, decided to say, hey, I'm getting married on the same month as you. They could have taken 2 years to plan this out. But rather, since everything is happening, I guess they're just trying to ride along with the son, which is not fair. It's a once in a lifetime experience. Especially okay. Even if people are getting married a second time, the first time usually is like one and done deal. So at the end of the day, my take is pretty simple. Original post is kind of dumb. Not gonna lie, he's pretty much, as he said, insensitive. But rather, he's very neutral. The asshole is actually the mother, who is pretty much ruining an experience between her son and her future daughter-in-law.
I M16 play and take fighting games seriously.
Oh, we got a gamer.
To try and play in a cash tournament for $500.
All right, we got to start somewhere.
There's no big events where I live like EVO. So when I saw there was a fighting game tournament where I live, I had to sign up. When I
Okay.
got there, there was little about 30 people in this gaming store. So the owner of the store had to make more rules, like each player has to run a set of 5 to make it longer and more fun.
Man,
For
that
people that
grind.
doesn't know a set, is when to players keep on playing until they lose or win, and they have the chance to fight them again. Then the event started. I was doing good on the first half of the event, winning most of my games.
All right, my
Then
boy,
I
the
made it
gamer.
to the quarterfinals, and that's when I ran into the kid. His mom was
The
right next
kid.
to him because he looked really young, around 10, 12, but I didn't mind it at all. The first game started, and I could clearly tell he doesn't know what he is doing. He was jumping every time he could to move and to fight.
The
So
bro
I
been mashing
started to
keys.
counter him every time he jumped towards me, and I could tell that he was getting mad because he started to hit his buttons even harder, like it will make the character hit harder. After the whole set, I won, of course, and he didn't take the loss too, well, because he started crying and making a scene in front of everyone, and his mom started to yell at me, saying, "Why didn't you let my son win the game?" And I had to
Bitch.
tell her that I wasn't gonna let him win and beat me because it was a tournament, and it was for 500.
Stand on business.
It got broken
500.
up quickly because of the owner stepping in to break up the mother. That was all in my face. But the kid didn't stop. He just kept on yelling and almost broke the controller that the store owner let him borrow. And it's not like some basic PS5 controller was a Razer Kitsune. And that's not cheap, around $300, $330, but some guy that was
330.
also playing took it out of the kid's hand. The owner took the mother and the kid out the store, and we just continued where we left off like that whole thing never happened. So I'm wondering AITA for not letting him win and enjoy his first ever tournament, or did I do the right thing?
Hey man, you did the right thing. Fuck that kid.
You need to leave!
For real. If you're going into a tournament for cash prize for 500, there's no sympathy to your opponent. Who the fuck cares? Kid should have seen it coming from a mile away, right? I'm pretty sure he lost all his games, and the mother just spoiled the shit out of him. So obviously, original post isn't an asshole. So at the end of the day, no mercy, no sympathy. We don't give a shit. 500 is on the line. I'm beating everyone.
My co-workers has been organizing a charity fundraiser for a local animal shelter. He's been asking everyone in our office to donate, and most
Always
people
fun.
have contributed something. However, I, 24F, have chosen not to donate because I'm currently saving up for a down payment on a house, and I have several other financial commitments that make it difficult to spare any extra money. When my co-worker approached me about donating, I politely declined and explained my situation. He seemed disappointed and has been giving me the cold shoulder ever since. Some of our other co-workers have also started acting strangely around me, and I suspect that he's been talking about my decision not to donate. I understand that the animal shelter is a good cause, but I feel like my personal finances should be respected. However, I also don't want to cause tension in the office or damage my relationships with my coworkers. Not sure what to do at this point, as I feel like it's too late to reach out to even consider to donate, and still, I don't have enough on me at this time.
Whoa, alright, that's fucked up. Alright, first and foremost, the dude asking for money for charity, that guy's a big asshole right here. Alright? It doesn't make any sense. I actually went through something similar. Obviously, the difference is that I actually donated because I wanted to. I was able to donate because I got my tax return, got some money back, and I was like, hey, you know what? Here's $50. Should go to a good cause. So why not? But in this case, right, it's really messed up because we can clearly see from obviously the perspective of the original post that he decided everyone is entitled to give or not to give, right? So if one is asking, one should respect the final decision. The fact that he as in the one asking for charity, the asshole right here, felt a certain type of way because he didn't get money. You have to realize people that does that are very, I won't say people that does that, but there are some people that tries to make them elevate their own position to make themselves look like a saint at the cost of others. So for example, right, and this is at my workplace, in my corporate job, I have a coworker that decided to ask around for charity. And I said, no, I don't want to, right? It was her decision alone. and they try to do was try to integrate it like as if it's the corporation is involved in it. So technically borderline lying. And some of us felt a certain type of way because it felt forced. Every single meeting, they would bring it up. And I don't like that level of emotional manipulation where I should feel guilty if I don't. So obviously in this case, it's like they're trying to shun him, humiliate him because that dude felt a certain type of way. For anyone that goes through this, honestly, stand up for yourself. Do not let them, you can kind of say, bully you or try to take advantage of you. If you can't give, you stand on it. It's the principle behind it. All right, this wraps it up for episode 2. I hope you all had fun. I'm slowly getting the hang of it as a YouTuber / content creator, and I'm enjoying this. The process of actually recording my voice, finding all these scenarios on Reddit, and simply making a video is a very fun process. What else can I say? Obviously, like and subscribe. I do want anyone that views it to take it down in the comment if they feel that they resonate, or play devil's advocate, and hopefully someone will argue down below. Obviously, do not take it personal. Don't be making any personal attack. We're only challenging each other for societal norm, but this is all entertainment at the end of the day. Peace out.